apologize for my transgression, Cyclops. What do I owe you for the inconvenience? I can pay.
Oh, you pay. The punishment's getting eaten alive by me. Sorry, I don't make the rules.
That seems unusually strict. There's no use following a senseless code of law.
Only kidding. I do make the rules. And I get real tired only eating sheep.
Then you'll eat dust. You stink!
Where are you? There. What's with the bird? Heads up. This ought to keep you busy. I'll find you. Here's something. Pretty good. What's that? I'm not appreciating this. Let's shake things up.
Fail!
Oh, I smell blood. Now, when I find you, why you?
A bit too close.
Oh, good. You went through my old barn the other night while I was out. Could have cased the joint, but you didn't. Drank from my well, and that was it.
I'm no thief. And besides, your residence is filthy. You could stand to clean it up instead of facing me. Let me know if you need assistance, as I'll soon be passing through again.
Nah, thanks. If it was tight in there, I couldn't sniff my way around. And also, you shut up. I don't go telling you the way you ought to live. Hold it. You know who's disrespected me like this? Nobody. And Nobody took my sheep. Took my eye.
Yes, well, sometimes we've no one to blame but ourselves.
Nobody's gonna pay for all that someday. But you're gonna pay right now. Metaphorically, I mean. I'm not gonna take your money. Just gonna eat you. Bones and all. Oh. Hairs on the back of my neck all standing up. And not because of you. Or maybe it is, but it's like I got a mark on me. Not had this feeling in a while.
Nothing personal, Cyclops. But the Testament of Night requires your defeat. You needn't concern yourself with the inner workings of it, so how about we just fight?
Testament of what? I didn't get a damn word you said at the beginning there. But you got me on board and just fight. What is it now?
You said nobody took your eye before, as well as your sheep. How did you lose them then?
Nobody played a dirty trick on me as Al. Plus the sailors thought they could get away with my sheep. So I ate a couple of them. The sailors, that is. But nobody got me when I wasn't looking. Then he got away.
And you've sought vengeance on this nobody ever since?
No, not me personally. Someday somebody's gonna get nobody for what he did. So I am gonna get you right here and now.
Polyphemus.
I never forget a scent, you know. And you got something that's familiar to me from way back when. I know those bones. Nobody had them before you.
You must mean these knuckle bones. If they've ever been a source of ill fortune for you before, then perhaps you know what's coming.
Nobody's your pal, is that what you expect me to believe? Then first I'm gonna crush you all bones, and then I'll eat them. And those knuckle bones too. So you can mess with how things work at night? Between the feeling in my gut and the nonsense you've been talking, I can tell you've been up to no good. You some kind of witch?
Since you're finally wising up to our true strength, know that you violate the will of Night herself by standing in my way.
See, there you go again with all the fancy talk. But hey, I could go for a fancy meal just as soon as a tough piece of meat. Maybe you're both. Step right up. I know when something's off and something's off. What are you up to, meat? Other than getting caught by me like every other time you tried to sneak through here.
Oh, I'm not sneaking. In fact, I'm here for you this time, Cyclops. The origin of all existence is interested to see if I have what it takes to lay you to rest.
Origin of all existence? You took a job to take me out, that's what I'm hearing from you? Well, you wouldn't be the first to try it. Now, let me demonstrate what happened to the rest. No wonder you and nobody are pals. He and his rats are the only ones that ever got away from me other than you. That worthless good-for-nothing put you up to this.
His name is Odysseus. He's a great hero and tactician. But you needn't worry about slaying him, for he's long dead already. Not your problem anymore.
Don't matter if he's dead, I'll eat him anyways. And don't care what he calls himself. He's always gonna be a nobody to me. Now how about I send him a message?
It's you. I thank you, sorceress. Infusing fear into the night lets me conduct certain experiments I normally cannot. Though I'm also bound to test you here, as does great Hecate below.
Test me? Lady Medea, what of the massive Cyclops already barring my path? He'll try to eat us both.
Nah, this witch here is not exactly to my taste. And besides, we got ourselves a little arrangement now. Since I can't smell as easy, what with all the bodies popping up.
Your fight is with the Cyclops still. My aim is merely to enact the will of Night in my own way. Do try your best to pretend I'm not even here, which may be difficult, admittedly.
Cured.
You're dying, sorceress.
I know you're here. You little...
I was witness to your rival's fall.
Look, I only had a couple here and there.
Are you quite serious, Cyclops? The bodies of the dead ought not to be consumed. All sorts of diseases and the like.
I'm telling you, they can be pretty good. Just gotta age them right. But anyways, we can pick up on that later. Got a warm one over there.
Lady Medea, I cannot believe the two of you are getting on like this. The Testament of Night requires that you form alliances with those who stand in our way.
We merely have a common interest, sorceress. The Cyclops yet stands in your way, so have at him. I'm here to make the night more foul at your own behest.
You're no sheep. Where'd that one witch go? And all the bodies, huh? And just as I was starting to like the new aroma around here.
You and all of us are subject to the will of Night, Cyclops. Lady Medea was drawn here for that reason alone. For my part, I find it easier not having to contend with you both.
You want things easy, then what are you even doing over here? You just passed through one of the hardest towns I know, and things are only gonna get rougher. Yeah, sheepy.
I remember back when we first met, you seemed enormous. Much bigger than most any other foe I'd ever faced. But now, you're hardly any match for me.
Oh, thanks. And I remember back when first we met, my sleeping schedule was completely out of whack, but it's all better now. And I've still got my figure. Enormous, was it?
That's all a matter of perspective, as I've learned. For instance, you're quite minuscule in comparison to the father of all monsters, Typhon. He's properly enormous.
I'll have to take your word for it. Anyways, just how big can you be? No more than 3 square meals worth, if I had to guess. Been too long since I had some monster meat. Gotta be kidding. Oh, hey. I wanted to say thanks. Gave me a real zinger there last time, you know that?
You're back, and you're grateful that I vanquished you earlier? You seem more the sort to hold a grudge.
I am. It's just... I hadn't had a good night's sleep in I don't know how long. After you knocked me out cold, I woke up feeling more refreshed than ever. And real hungry, too. A dinner guest. Don't even try and sneak by. What, you think you were gonna catch me napping here? Not gonna happen.
It might. If you keep blocking my path, you'll get another thrashing, and you'll be sound asleep again in no time. That what you want?
Oh, got a dilemma on my hands. I'm always sleepy, yeah. But I'm always hungry, too. Guess that makes this a can't-lose proposition.
Cyclops? Well, here we are already, sorceress. Mere moments prior, we were speaking amicably by my cauldron. And yet now it's come to this.
I know you're to confront me here because of the oath we took, Lady Medea. But the Cyclops hasn't had as good of an excuse.
Come, you've trespassed on his property for one, and he is famished for another. Look at him, he's at a loss for words. Lord Polyphemus, you must say something.
That's all right, let my feet do the talking this time. Yeah, sheepy. Hey, what's your beef with Kronos anyways? He wants to change stuff up a bit, so what? Life's hard up here. It could be easier.
It won't be. That town back there, as you call it, would have been bustling with mortals. Now it's a festering necropolis. All thanks to the Titan.
My sheep, they're glad to be alive. No complaints. When individuals Just like you got too many ideals. Best I eat you and be done.
Sorceress?
I made those docks back there with my bare hands. You know some guys, they tally every skiff and trireme in the drink. We know where you're going.
So what if you do? You're just another servant of Kronos. The gods shall punish you when all this is over.
What do you know about it? They only care about their own. I'm just a joke to them. Am I a joke to you?
My lord.
So what does Kronos offer you exactly for these ineffectual attempts to bar my passage?
Don't see how that's any of your business, meat. You're the one barging into my turf, making a fuss in my town. Falls on me to keep things nice and orderly.
Ephira is not your town. Unless that was your arrangement with the Titan, though the city wasn't his to give away. In any case, ready to earn your nightly keep.
Oh, you don't know the next thing about my arrangement. For one, I always take my pay up front. But with you here, I get a little bonus.
We're all here.
Look, I'm just a humble shepherd trying to live in peace. But I gotta protect my own, you understand? Plus, I gotta eat.
You call this trying to live in peace? Perhaps you shouldn't be interfering with my efforts to put an end to this war raging all around us.
The dead don't bother me. It's the living always been a pain in my behind. Good thing the living tastes better than the dead. More company.
Your service to the Titan Kronos is complete, Cyclops. His war against Olympus is ended if you've not already heard. I hold no enmity toward you. Be on your way.
I was just wondering how come I haven't gotten paid. Thought maybe my shepherding hasn't been up to snuff.
Kronos was compensating you for tending sheep. I thought you were supposed to be guarding the city gates.
What do you even know about it? You really think I'm gonna leave my flock now, after all we've been through? And I can always earn my meal ticket some other way. You again?
I see you decided not to act on my prior recommendation for the good of your flock, whose sheep you often eat. For how much longer do you plan to bar me from the rift?
Thinking it might be a while. Got my flock, got my barn, been sleeping better lately, and having to uproot, settle someplace else, packing and unpacking. I don't want any of that.
How fortunate you've made yourself such a comfortable arrangement that happens to be right in my blasted way.
Oh, that's just another perk. I even get my nightly exercise. I see you. You fixed it, me. This witch is back. There's bodies everywhere. I've had it good, but you're about to get it bad.
Lady Medea, aren't you supposed to stand with me here rather than with him? Though the will of night would never to be questioned, and this is all part of the vows I spoke.
Night brings terror, sorceress. A fear of the impossible and the unknown. I merely am fulfilling my responsibility unto that cause. So please, address Lord Polyphemus here, not me.
Lord Polyphemus. Think I like the sound of that. After all, lords tend to have big appetites. Now come on over and I'll add you to the corpses on the ground. Oh hey, the origin of all existence wanted me to let you know. You're just not cutting it, and the whole deal is off. I also get to eat you now.
I find it exceedingly difficult to believe that primordial chaos would have been in contact with you about such matters. Easier to believe this is all part of the current trial.
If this is all part of some trial, that makes me the judge. And I hereby declare your dinner. That is, unless you or your pal, Primordial Chaos, plan to do something about it. Heard you were back. You could have had my friendship, a couple of my sheep, but instead, you spit my eye.
I have done no such thing. I merely need access to the docks. Yet you insist on getting in my way.
Put yourself in my sandals. What would you do? You'd say, I don't like the way you're treating me. I am gonna eat you.
Well, sorceress, you're utterly committed to the oath. As your fight remains with Lord Polyphemus, I'm to be mostly silent henceforth, though I have no wish to be rude.
I know you're here because of certain obligations, Lady Medea, so I certainly bear no ill will. Well, not to you at least, but to Lord Polyphemus, I am not so sure.
Now he's upset again. Please understand that I am not responsible for any actions that the Cyclops takes. I hardly am responsible for mine.
Did you enjoy your nap?
How come you said whatever war is over? The town's about the same. Last I checked, the dead are meant to be underground, not walking through the streets.
The war with Kronos is over, it's just... There are a few remaining details being sorted out, and the underworld is in enough of a state of disrepair that it isn't back in order yet.
Oh, that's too bad. I tell you to go down there and help him out, but that might cut into my sleep routine, which has been pretty good lately. Now come on, it's almost bedtime here.
Are you the one responsible for that spectral barrier at the city gates? It has the markings of Kronos all over it. And you seem to be the extra backup in case it fails.
Oh, that thing, yeah. I knew it'd never hold. But they keep fixing it anyways. Almost like somebody out there don't want you here.
You heard that, didn't you?
Oh, I quite like it here. As much as I've enjoyed experimenting in my little corner of the city, a bit of the outdoors is giving me some benefit, I think.
If only I could say the same for your various toxins, venoms, poisons, and such, Lady Medea. Doesn't the will of night forbid the use of certain substances?
Is that so? Perhaps I'm not entirely caught up on all the latest bylaws, but you have bigger problems here than a bit of sour blood. Oh, Cyclops.
Oh, I missed you. Hey, meat. Smells to me like you brought those knuckle bones again. Nobody really gave you those, huh?
Ask him yourself, Cyclops. Nobody wants to speak with you. Heed now my voice, Odysseus. One whom you sought is here.
It's been a while, Polyphemus.
Nobody. Can't smell you for nothing, but that's your voice, all right. Why not come a little closer so I can hear you better?
I'm afraid you won't be able to consume me in my current state, Cyclops, because I'm long since dead. A mere projection of a shade, but I did wish to have a word.
Ah, you really are already dead. Always thought I'd kill you myself, but you got the last laugh again.
Not here to laugh, but to ask you a question. Back when you imprisoned me and my men, killing several of us, you ended up losing your one eye whilst we escaped. Was it worth it?
I don't remember most meals. Think that's pretty normal. But I remember your crew. Tough meat, aged out of the sun and all. But worth my eye? Nah, wasn't the best trade.
Nor was it good for me, or them. Well, anyhow, it seems we each gave one another lasting, bitter scars, though mine is merely psychological. I'll leave you to the princess now, you murderous bastard.
Shove off, pal. I didn't ever want to see you again anyways. Company. Nobody's not with you this time, is he? Good at running away, that guy. Knew I'd seen the last of him. Found out I smelled the last of him. And maybe now I heard the last of him, too.
I don't think Odysseus plans to make a habit of visiting, no. Which means you won't ever get to hear what happened when he first escaped from you. It's quite a tale.
Think I can live with that? Nobody's a dirty sneak. Who's gonna want a story about a guy like him? Oh, there she is. Just wanted to be left alone. Moved to the countryside, quiet life of the shepherd and all. Only for you to drag me out of retirement.
I've done no such thing. I'm going to the docks. You're choosing to try and stop me when you could be tending to your sheep instead.
Oh, I'll tend to them all right. But in order to do that, I gotta tend to the likes of you first. Just like I used to in the good old days. We doing this? I know you're sent, but don't got any real clue what you look like. Probably you're kinda like this shepherd's crook I got between my teeth. No meat on you at all.
Perhaps if you knew my appearance, you'd be less inclined to treat me as livestock. My hair is pale as wheat. I'm clad in saffron and silver, and I wield the nocturnal arms forged in the depths of chaos.
Wheat and saffron. Throw in some sheep's milk, pinch of sea salt, little of this, little of that, and throw it in the fire for a bit, and you'll have bread to die for. Hold up. Where do you think you're going anyways? No ship that sails from the docks back there is gonna take the likes of you. Come to think of it, lately we've had no ships at all.
The deathless fleet of Kronos is still out there in the waters of the Rift. Apparently, when one ship sinks, another rises to replace it from the depths. Drowned sailors for its crew.
You're poor, my leg. The dead can sail nowadays? I thought they were no good for anything but food. Might have to teach them to take on some of my household chores. Where you going?
You know, if you've been having trouble sleeping, there's got to be a better solution than these repeated drubbings from me.
I tried a lot of stuff. Sleeping on a full stomach, sleeping on an empty stomach. Nothing worked, but this works just fine for now.
Polyphemus.
Who told you could call me by my name, I never introduced myself to you. What, you gonna start calling me Paulie next, like I'm your pal?
I can't imagine you have many pals with how you go on trying to eat anything that moves. Though we could still be friends. Put all that trying to eat me behind us?
Got all the powers I need. The sheep back there, dead below the dirt down here. You know what I do need, though? Yeah, I think you do. Slow down.
Last I'll say about Poseidon, I swear. He's my uncle, you know. For what it's worth, I'm sorry if he truly led you to believe you are his son.
Yeah, well, I like to play up the family resemblance just in case. Though I'm glad he's not my pop neither. Otherwise I'd be about to eat my own cousin, and that'd be real weird. Chow time. You stink like the dead. But you're not from the town. You're from further below. You'd be better off staying on your side of the fence.
I'm here to pay my relatives a visit. You just keep getting in the way. Almost as though violence better suits you than the shepherd's life.
Why, you're a real thinker for a slice of meat. Just because I'm retired don't mean I don't want to work up an appetite no more, does it now? Wouldn't you know it?
Each time you know I'm here, no matter the softness of my approach or anything I do to mask my scent, your senses are very keen.
Yeah, well, when you lose your eye, you gotta learn to compensate. And I never saw too good to start with. Could never tell how far away things were.
It must have been extraordinarily difficult, nevertheless. And now you use these heightened abilities to tend your flock.
Heightened abilities, I like that. Look, this world's a real ugly place. Difference between you and me is, I don't gotta look at it no more. Now hold still or start running. I don't even care. Really?
This isn't going to last, you know, Cyclops. At some point, the city of Aphira shall be rebuilt. Its streets will be teeming with mortals, the docks bustling with seafarers, rather than this.
What are you, an oracle or something? If they try and put the town back together, great. More meat for me whenever I want. You'll have to do for now. That time already. Living here, it has its ups and downs. Lately, for instance, I don't get a lot of peace, though I sleep like a rock. I don't know, maybe I ought to move.
I wholeheartedly support that choice. Aren't you more accustomed to island living anyhow? This city life, even on the outskirts here, the pace is far too quick.
I know what you want me to do. Although I miss the island life now that you bring it up. Still got unwanted company sometimes, but not so much as now. Somebody's there. Funny, running into you again and again like this. It's made for some of the best sleep I got in years.
Is that so? Well, it would be even easier for me to knock you out cold if you didn't fight back.
The fight's what does the trick. I don't give it my all. I don't get that deep, relaxing slumber afterwards, or the opportunity to get a hearty meal. Oh, great.
How is it you detain me every time, yet the mighty Heracles can rampage through the city all he likes and never has to deal with you? Or so he says.
It's called a double standard, little sheep. Don't need my eye to know he's way bigger than you. You can knock me out for a nice short nap. He can knock me into next week. No thanks. You again. I try to watch my diet. 3 square meals, that's it. No snacks. You're making it real difficult for me.
Where I am from, we fast under the waxing moon and grow nutritious plants and funguses. I could bring you some next time if you would like.
I can't just save you for later. You try to run. They always do. Oh, I know. I'll just start with the legs.
No, you won't.
Heard you were in town. Not heard you show up in a while. Glad you're back. Been gone so long, it's really been eaten into my sleep schedule.
For a moment there, I thought you were genuinely pleased at my return. But you just want me to render you unconscious.
Yeah, that or stand still long enough for me to eat you up. But you don't seem interested in that, so I'll just go for the unconscious thing. I'm easy to please. Let me guess. You know I can always hear you storming through town all the way from this calm, relaxing pasture, even before my sheep get spooked.
Yes, I figured the boulders raining down back there weren't landing near me by coincidence. You have excellent hearing, and rather good aim.
Aw, thanks. And you got excellent taste, I'm sure. Now hold still, so I can practice my rather good aim some more. Gotta be kidding. Can't you see I'm busy over here? Personally, I can't see a thing. Do I complain? No. I just tend to my flock.
Your blasted sheep are some of the most high-strung animals I have ever encountered.
Sheep are fast. It's not an easy job. And it's even harder when somebody makes a ruckus in my meadow. So what choice do I got? Besides eating you? Really?
If you care so much about your sheep, why keep putting them in harm's way? Not to mention eating them. Let them leave here now.
Excuse me. I didn't ask you for your shepherding advice. And besides, these sheep got nowhere else to be. And we're the dinner entertainment. Oh, good.
What's become of the other Cyclopes? Your kind once aided the gods against the Titans, crafting weapons of war and such. Yet you turn your back.
What, you think we all keep in touch just because we got one eye in most? What they did and what happened to them don't matter to me. Especially not when I'm hungry. Company.
For all these nights we've fought, you don't even know my name, do you, Cyclops? I'm still nothing but a piece of meat.
Hey, you said it, not me. Besides, it's not like I'm the one stomping in here frightening my sheep. Well, no, I guess I do some of the time, but still. A dinner guest. Even with all the extra bodies here, I can always sniff you out. You're on my turf, and you'll address me as Lord Polyphemus from now on.
You can't be serious. You're not entitled to a greater status just because you asked. Or has Lady Medea poisoned your mind with newfound delusions?
Don't look at me, sorceress. I'm here by will of night alone, sworn to a vow of silence, even though it's difficult to keep.
She don't want to talk to you, she said, but you keep on trying. And you know what? I don't want to talk to you either. Oh, something's up. You know it's nice here with this witch around. I'm normally not big on talk, more about the olfactory and the auditory and all that. So I might let her handle the conversating for a bit.
Good evening, you two.
So how is it over there across the drink? But it's been snowing. Sounds like a real rotten place to live.
What do you mean, Mount Olympus? The gods themselves quite like it. Enough to want to fiercely defend it from the Titan you decided to support. But yes, it's rather cold.
No, I could never settle in a place like that. I like the temperature the same way I like my meat. Nice and hot. Of course, I can also eat it raw. Can't be bunch of messes with my sleep. Maybe we ought to cut with the chat and go straight to it. But I don't mean to be rude, so you got any last words, me?
Certainly. My last words are, you're never going to eat me, and you're never going to stop me. But you're welcome to keep trying, and cheers for all the wool.
Wait, hold on. So you're the one who's been stealing all my wool this whole time? Oh, now that does it. Didn't even get a piece of you last time, but you can't get away forever. Do remember to watch for fallen rocks in this town. Something stinks. Oh, I know what it is. It's you. One of these nights, I'm gonna catch you. And I'm gonna eat you. You step onto my turf, you pay the price. That's just the rules. Don't normally like eating my food raw, but then I like to try new stuff. Got myself a good night's rest, but not enough to eat. I really gotta do something about that wall you keep on getting through. Oh, you just wait till I get these hands on you. You wanna end up like my sheep, you keep this up. Hold it. You back for some more shepherding, little sheep? No sneaking past my sheep. No sneaking past me, neither.